Okay, I want to share like a really surreal thing that started happening to me after I surrendered my life to Christ. And it is something that's kind of hard to explain, unless you've experienced this, then you know exactly what I mean. But if you haven't, I'm going to try my best to explain it. I guess the best way that I can explain, like, one of the strangest, in like the most beautiful way, uh, this thing that started to happen is I started to notice after surrendering to God is that my relationship with Him started to feel really personal. Meaning like too personal to be a coincidence. Just things lining up in ways that touch on your exact fears and prayers and seasons and like your exact thoughts, even things that I've never said out loud before. And it's not like, everything is a sign from God. I'm not talking about like seeing a bird fly and thinking that it means something and obsessing over these little coincidences, but I am talking about moments where something feels so oddly timely, like so strangely specific in a way where, you just kind of have to sit there for a second and you're like, wait, what? And I think that this, what started to kind of blow my mind is that when I started to notice this pattern, I also noticed that this was a pattern in scripture too. This is part of why, like, I really encourage people to just try and read and understand the Bible, because when you do, you will notice this pattern that God will rarely interact with people in like these generic ways that are not personal in any way. Like, He will meet people in ways that mirror what they are carrying internally, like their fear and confusion and, waiting and this pain, like He meets people where they are. And something started to just kind of click for me. Like, why are we surprised that relationship with God feels personal if God has just always been so personal? I think that like what changed for me after surrender is something that I still think about all the time. Like, I don't think God just kind of suddenly became personal. I just became way more aware of how personal He had been all along. And that's kind of the best way that I can describe it. Like, it genuinely feels like this veil gets lifted. And He was just always there, always pursuing and present and moving. But now that your awareness changes, you start to notice things differently. You start paying attention. You start bringing Him your thoughts and your fears and your questions. And then over time, it feels like, you know, relationship shifts from this theory into something that's real. Because, before I surrendered, honestly, God just felt like this distant, abstract being, right? Like this theological thing that like I sort of believed in. But then when I surrendered, there were moments where I would just kind of suddenly stop and think, wait, you know me. Like, you really know me. Like, you know my private prayers, my thoughts that I didn't say out loud. Like, the fears that I can barely even admit to myself in these tiny details. And when something happens that touches that exact thing that you've just been carrying quietly, internally, well, then now it feels really surreal, you know, where it's like this feeling of awe, where you're just kind of sitting there thinking, like, there's no way that that was just random. And this part, you know, just still blows my mind. Like, the God of the universe, the creator, the one with no beginning and no end, the one who created everything, is actively pursuing relationship with people, flawed, imperfect people, and somehow with me, someone ordinary. That just genuinely messes with my brain. Because it's like, why? Like, why would the God who created galaxies care about the tiny things that are happening in my heart? Like, why would He care about details that I haven't even spoken out loud? You know? And so I used to think like, well, what if I'm just noticing patterns? I had to like really wrestle with that. Because we, as people, we just kind of naturally notice them, right? Like we look for meaning. And I do think surrender changes your awareness, but I also think that there's a difference between forcing meaning onto everything and experiencing moments that feel really too personal to ignore. Another thing too that happened that just really made this a lot harder to dismiss. My husband Phil, I previously talked about him before, like in his experience when it came to surrendering to Christ. Like he's what I considered like a very analytical person, very evidence driven, like needs to see like formulas and mathematical equations. Like it just has to make sense on paper. And so he did believe in God. He had a really hard time believing in the Bible and Jesus. Um, and I talked to, a lot about how I never felt like it was my place to try and debate him into belief. Like I knew I couldn't argue him into surrender. And one of the bigger things that changed for him was, watching my transformation happen in real time. Like that was a big part of his surrendering. But honestly, this also became a huge part too, because we do life together. We've been together now 10 years, and I tell him everything. He's my best friend. And so when these moments would happen, like the weirdly specific things, the timing, the moments that felt too personal to be random, I would tell him everything. And then over time, he's not just like hearing stories, like he's watching patterns. He's watching moments pile up that became harder and harder to explain away so quickly. And it wasn't even like it was just this one giant dramatic moment, but it was this accumulation of things that slowly started making him go, okay, something bigger is happening here. And I think that that is part of why this grows over time, right? Like in the beginning, you just kind of question everything. Like, am I reaching? Am I imagining this? Like, is this a coincidence? Am I overthinking it? But over time, your discernment, it grows. You get wiser. Your relationship changes your recognition, right? And then you start recognizing patterns. And again, not everything becomes a sign, but because awareness grows, you begin to recognize the ways that God nudges you and corrects you and comforts you and reminds you and literally confirms things. It's like you're learning someone's personality in a relationship, right? You're learning how to communicate in this way that's completely different than what you're accustomed to. It's really hard to explain. I just know that there have been too many moments in my life that felt way too personal to brush off, too specific and timely, too connected to exact prayers and fears and seasons. And I think that just what I feel the most from this is awe. Not even like obsession or like just wow. Like you were really paying attention this whole time. Um, it's just really surreal to think that the God of the universe, the all powerful creator, notices someone as ordinary as me, as you, and still wants a relationship with me anyway. It's very humbling, but it's very comforting. It's very comforting because sometimes we go through life and we go through seasons and we go through, moments where we feel just so painfully alone. You know, for so many years, I feel like I've been in this isolation season and then he'll drop little fingerprints of proof that just reminds me that, oh, he is listening. This communication, it's not the one I'd pick. Like if you were to ask me, I'd be like, I wish I could just call him up right now on the phone. but it does make me feel like I'm not alone, and I'll take it. Um, yeah, those are my thoughts.